Welcome to the Aaron L Show. We are about to talk about P Diddy. P Diddy is back in the news, back in the headlines. He is trying to get out on bail. When P Diddy got found out guilty for a lot of the charges that he was being charged with, he did get found guilty for some charges that he was being charged with. If I'm not mistaken, P Diddy was being he got found guilty of basically transporting females. I guess he was. They said that he was transporting females to go have sexual activities with him at a party or wherever he was having it at, and he was charged with transporting them or supplying transportation or something of that sort. So because he didn't get charged with the charges that I thought was going to send him to jail for the rest of his life, I thought P Diddy was out. To be honest with you, I hadn't followed it for a couple of days or a couple of weeks, and I thought P Diddy was out. I thought that he had made bail. He wasn't facing major time, so I felt like the judge and the district attorney would have felt that P Diddy was not a flight risk. So I figured they would have let him out of jail because P Diddy is not facing the type of time that I thought he was facing. I'm sitting here right now, door dashing, to be honest with you. Like I told you in the other video, I'm training to be a bus operator right now. On the weekends when I'm off, I door dash for extra income. I take that extra income and I invest it in cryptocurrency. And that's how I do what I do. But right now we're going to talk about P. Diddy. So the news is right now that it's people pulling on the side of me because I'm outside. If you can see, I'm outside right now. I'm definitely outside filming the video, and I'm outside door dashing. But P Diddy offered $50 million to get out on bail. I don't know now. Is see because what happened when I was watching it is when I seen P Diddy not get convicted of all the major charges, and then people said that what, even though he's looking at 0 to 10 years, he could possibly get probation, home arrest. He can get a lot of things that really doesn't cause for him to sit in jail in custody. So I thought, it was not going to be hard for him to make bail. But when you really look at the fact that he's coming at the judge and saying, hey, I'm willing to give $50 million for bail. I'm willing to wear an ankle monitor. I'm willing to have private security around me where where I'm at 24 hours of the day. And the judge is still denying the bail. It's starting to make me believe that P. Diddy is looking at some time. It might not be a life sentence, but I believe the judge is looking at, hey, you have two charges that, let's say, carry 10 years maximum apiece. And I believe the judge is looking at giving him every bit of at least 5 years apiece on each of those charges, and then sentencing P. Diddy to 10 years. It might be 10 years with half, because I don't think, if I'm not mistaken, I don't think that's a violent crime. Transporting a female across state lines for sexual activity. It might be. Some of you guys can get in the comments and make me more informative on that. I'm not for sure. But at the end of the day, I believe if they're not letting you make bail, then when it comes down to sentencing, they are looking at giving you some time. They're not looking at letting you out of jail. There's no way a judge in his mind is going to put you on probation for a charge, let's say 6 months from now, and you're trying to make bail right now, and he's basically going to deny your bail. Because let's just think of it like this, okay? Let's say the judge mind is, hey, we're going to put P. Diddy on 4 years probation, for these charges, for both charges. So let's say it's 5 years probation, both for each charge. So we're going to put him on 10 years probation. If this guy violates this probation in the next 10 years, he's going to be looking at 10 years in custody. Why wouldn't you let him out on bail right now, to where if he violates his bail restrictions, then he doesn't even get the probation and he goes back in custody for the 10 years right now? You would test the water. Hey, let him out. If he gets out and get to acting a fool and get to trying to harass people who was witnesses against him, or he's doing anything in an aggressive manner towards people who was negatively affecting him when he was in custody, then we're going to violate his bail right there and bring him back in custody. He loses $50 million, and basically you're looking at 10 years jail time. Why wouldn't a judge do that? So in my mind, it makes me believe that they have no intentions of giving P. Diddy no 5 years probation. I believe they're going to probably give him 5 years in custody, ran consecutive on each charge, and he's looking at 10 years with half, and he might do 3 years in custody and then come home on 2 years probation. But I believe they're going to try to get at least 2 to 3 years of straight in custody time out of P. Diddy. So this is my follow-up on P. Diddy. He's in the news trying to bail out, offered $50 million, did not get the bail. I think it was denied, if I'm not mistaken. And it leads me to believe that P. Diddy is definitely going to have to serve some time in custody. I believe the judge wants to make an example out of him, that money doesn't buy your way out of things you done. Your popularity doesn't gain you any special privileges when it comes to the court system, and you're going to have to serve your consequences just like anybody else in society when you make a mistake like P. Diddy did. So I believe that the judge is definitely going to make him suffer the consequences of his actions. He's not guilty of a lot of the things they were charging him with, but he was guilty of some things. He wasn't just absolutely innocent. So this is my update on P. Diddy. This is the Aaron L. Show. I really would appreciate it if you put a like on this video, comment down at the bottom. I'm not a huge channel. I definitely will respond to all and any comments, and please subscribe to the channel and help me get in the algorithm so we can push the Aaron L. Show up and get it popping. Come on, man. I'm back in the game. I'm back in effect. I feel better. I look more like myself. I wasn't feeling well. I will put a story on there of what happened to me and why I wasn't feeling well, but right now I'm just not comfortable with talking about it. But this is the Aaron L. Show. I appreciate you guys for rocking with me, and I'll see you on the next one.